Welcome back. I am talking with Roger Pine, CFP, CFA of Brio Financial Advisors in College Station, Texas. Roger is one of the smartest guys I know. I mean, anybody with a CFA after their name is really, really smart. And Roger, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that you are at least on a temporary hiatus from Brio working on a software program. Is that right?
That's right. I'm trying to automate some of the things that we do as financial planners with artificial intelligence. And that's been a really interesting project. I've learned a few things about what it's like to be a human planner by really analyzing it from the software side.
And using your natural intelligence to create artificial intelligence, I just think that's fascinating. That is a topic for another conversation, though, because today we're going to talk about the podcast that you do with Ben called the Zebra Smash podcast. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Zebra Smash is aimed at financial planners like us. It's aimed at helping us just become better at what we do. So we do conference reviews for those of us who can't make every single financial planning conference. We talk about planning topics, some of which are actually CFP CE eligible. We'll talk about book reviews, news, what's going on in the profession. Really, it grew out of conversations that my co-host Ben and I would have within our study group, just trying to be better at what we do. And so we try to open that up and share that with the wider community. It's been a lot of fun. We've brought in a lot of really interesting people to talk to along the way.
How many episodes have you done so far?
I just this morning, on the morning that we taped this, uploaded episode 76.
How did you get the approval for the CE? Because that is a big deal, aren't you? You're the only podcast that I know of that does CEs.
To my knowledge, we were certainly the first. I know that. To my knowledge, we're still the only ones doing it. And in fact, so when I approached the CFP board, they kind of had to go, this guy had to talk to his manager and that manager had to talk to that manager because, they had never dealt with a podcast before as a CE provider. But we have, I don't know the exact number, but I think about 14 hours of CE credits available on our website, zebrasmash.com, where you can listen to the episode driving to work or whenever on the subway and then take a quiz. And then, we issue that hour of CFP CE credit.
How did you come up with the name Zebra Smash?
Ben and I were part of a study group, and that study group was really it's really the origin story of the podcast. We had so many great, rich conversations within the study group that we wanted to kind of open up the audience and have that conversation with more people. Now, that study group, we named the Zebra Study Group. And the reason for that is we were all NAPFA members. And NAPFA has this Engage platform where you can create chat rooms, in essence. And we created a chat room for our study group, and we named it something that was at the beginning or end of the alphabet, so it would be really easy to see in an alphabetical listing. So it was either going to be Aardvark or Zebra, and I don't remember how we landed on Zebra, but that's what it was.
Do you have a favorite episode or a favorite topic that you've talked about or something that you like coming back to over and over?
Besides the episode where we interviewed you, of course, Andy.
Well, of course, yes.
What's been really great about the podcast is the opportunity to interview people who in my normal daily life as a planner, I don't get to talk to for an extended period of time. So one that comes to mind is we interviewed an attorney based out of Austin who is a specialty in special needs planning. And that conversation was so good and so rich that we actually had to, after an hour, we had to stop and say, okay, look, we got to come back and talk to you again for another hour. Because we were just learning so much from her. So the opportunity to do that and then learn alongside the listeners has been really fabulous. So that was certainly one of my favorites. It was a two-parter. It didn't get a lot of downloads, but we did a really good episode, I thought, on PowerPoint, which when you think about it is not maybe the ideal topic for a podcast. But when you really study PowerPoint and the science of delivering a presentation, we really uncovered a lot of just interesting things that we were able to use to become better planners and better presenters ourselves. So, I mean, it's like your children, right? You love them all differently, but you love them all. So it's hard to pick just one, honestly.
So how can people hook up with your Zebra Smash podcast? What's the easiest way to do that?
Yeah, I mean, we have a website, zebrasmash.com. That's where the CFP, CE credit stuff is. But, podcasts, you generally access them through your smartphone. You'll need a podcasting app. Usually those come bundled with the cell phone. I have an iPhone, and Apple provides a podcast app. And then to subscribe to our podcast or any podcast, you do a search, and that's how you get to it. So it really kind of depends on what people's favorite technology is. If they're using a smartphone, or if they prefer to listen on their computer, or even on their Alexa. Oopsie, I shouldn't have said it out loud, but their smart home device that you can talk to. You could ask it to play Zebra Smash if you wanted to.
Excellent. Well, hey man, this has been great. Thank you so much. Do you have anything else you'd like to add before we let you go?
I don't think so. Zebrasmash.com. We're on Twitter too, but I don't really follow what we're saying there. Who knows?
Okay. A little admission there at the end. Thanks so much, Roger Pine from Zebra Smash Podcast. Thank you also for watching. I'm Andy Millard. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.